You've built the offer, you've got the testimonials, you know it gets results, so why does selling it still feel like an uphill climb? In this episode, we're unpacking the disconnect between your brilliant offer and your so-so sales and how your copy might be the silent culprit. If you've ever thought this should be working by now, keep listening. Welcome to Seven Figure Copy, the show where I teach you how to create powerful strategic messaging so you can attract high-paying clients and scale your business to the next level with ease. I'm Gina Whitehouse, your expert conversion copywriter, and this podcast is for ambitious, value-driven female entrepreneurs like you who are ready to scale from 6 to 7 figures without sacrificing what matters most: your values, your time, and your family. In each episode, we'll dive into the art of crafting persuasive words for high-converting websites and sales pages, and you'll learn strategic copy techniques so you attract premium clients and boost your revenue. This podcast was created to help you tackle the challenges of balancing family life and business growth as you take your business to the next level. If you're ready to add a trusted partner to your team, making sure your message is compelling, consistent, and impactful, then you're in the right place. Hello, everybody, and I am so excited to welcome you back to Season 2 of the Seven Figure Copy Podcast. I'm your host, Gina Whitehouse, and I am an expert conversion copywriter, marketing strategist, and your right-hand gal when it comes to messaging that moves people to take action. Again, I'm so excited to be back here with you after going through Season 1. Now we're on to Season 2, and this season has a theme, okay? And it's all about one thing, and that's to help you get more yeses to your offers. Now, we're going to dig deep into what makes someone say yes, and more importantly, what's stopping them from grabbing your offer or purchasing your service or product. Now, whether you're launching a course, or maybe you're trying to book out your service or sell a digital product or a physical one, there is one thing that is true. Your sales page isn't just a formality. It's the bridge between a curious buyer and a conversion. And if it's weak, people will walk away. So let's talk about why that no you keep hearing isn't a rejection of your offer, but it's a reflection of your messaging. All right, let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. You may be thinking, my offer is solid. I've had a few people buy. I know it works when someone's inside it or has purchased it. Then why does it feel so hard right now to get people to say yes? Well, today I want to share with you what I see over and over again. And usually the offer isn't the problem. It's actually the messaging. And I get it. I've been there. You're probably thinking, but I explained it. I tried to explain it as well as I could. I told them everything that's included. But here's the thing, explaining isn't the same as connecting. And if your copy doesn't connect, then it can't convert. So here's what I want you to know today. It's probably not your offer. It could very well be how you're describing it. You know, even seasoned entrepreneurs, those of us who have been around for a long time, or women right now who are scaling to 7 figures, they get stuck here. Why? Because you're too close to your own business. And hear me, when you're the one creating, marketing, delivering, and launching your program or product, it's easy to fall into one of these two traps. You're either listing features instead of the outcomes, or you're just assuming that people get it just because you explained it, or because you just think it's a really great product, and it probably is, right? So let's get clear on this, okay? If your sales page or your landing page, it could even be your services page on your website, okay? If it doesn't make it obvious within the first 10 seconds why someone should care, why your ideal client or customer should care about the thing you're offering, then they will be gone. So here's what your messaging needs to show. It needs to first show what's in it for them. Secondly, it needs to show why they need it now. And third, they need to know why this offer is different than the other offers that are out there that may be similar. Okay. And all of that needs to happen before you ever start listing what's included in your offer. So let me tell you a quick story. Back in 2017, when I actually had a different business, I launched my very first online course. And I put so much time and energy into building the content around this course, setting up the back end, prepping and writing all the emails, you know the drill, everything that goes into launching. But then came time to write the sales page. And that's when I just froze and just had a total blank. So what happened was, suddenly right? All the passion and clarity that I felt around my offer kind of vanished as I went to sit down and write this sales page. It was very hard for me to put into words what made it different and desirable, nor did I trust my ability to write an amazing, persuasive, and high converting sales page. That's when I kind of sat back and I realized, oh my gosh, if my sales page doesn't have all of those copywriting elements, the copy elements that you need to get someone to say yes, then all this effort that I put in, right, to launching this product, this service, putting everything together that I needed for it would just fall flat. Okay. So I almost launched with what I would call just a half-baked sales page. Okay. But instead, I decided that this was the time where I really needed to invest in a copywriter because, again, I just didn't want all that hard work that I put into this precious thing that I was putting together to amount to nothing. So I didn't write it myself. I actually got a referral for a great copywriter and she wrote it, and it really changed everything. When I finally launched, people got it, people bought it, they purchased. And that one decision really helped me see how powerful the right words can be. And it's what led me to actually become a conversion copywriter myself. So if you're stuck or you're second guessing what to write, I just want you to know you're not behind. Many of us have struggled with this at some point in the past. Okay. What this means is that you're just ready for a new level of clarity and most likely ready to invest in high converting copy. So before we move on, I want to give you just 2 before, after copy examples, or what I like to call transformations. So you know what I'm talking about here, so that you know what high converting copy looks like compared to, let's just call it the do-it-yourself copy. Okay. This first example is for a coaching program for a service-based offer. And here's the before copy. It may say, 8-module program with 6 live Zoom calls, a private Slack group, and weekly reflection worksheets. Okay, so let's talk about that. Doesn't sound terrible. You'll see that on most sales pages, but that's not it, right? This is where you are just basically telling the deliverables of what someone gets. It doesn't speak to the transformation, the benefit, or the outcome of what that person's what that person is going to get when they sign up for that program. So here's what it should say, the after. Become a confident leader without overthinking every decision. In just 8 weeks, you'll go from reactive to respected with a communication style your clients and team can trust. Do you see the difference? The first describes the what. So that before example I gave you, where we're talking about 8-module program with 6 live Zoom calls, a private Slack group, that describes what they're getting. But the second that starts with, become a confident leader without overthinking every decision. In just 8 weeks, you'll go from this to this. That one gives the outcome. So don't misunderstand, the what is important, but you can't have the what without the outcome, without the transformation you're trying to sell. Okay, I want to give you another example, and this is for a product-based business, and we're just going to call it a luxury candle brand, all right? So the before on their sales page, they might have a statement that says, hand-poured soy candles, 50-hour burn time, infused with essential oils, ships in 3 to 5 days. Important information. Yes, absolutely. Nothing wrong with this. We need to know these things. If you're someone who's going to buy a luxury brand candle and you care that they are soy candles, you want to know how long it's going to burn, what's in it, and how fast you're going to get it. Absolutely important. You need to know this information. But this isn't necessarily something that's going to sell that product, okay? So in addition to what I just said, you're going to want to say on the sales page, light a candle and change your space. Our signature scents help you wind down, reset your day, and make even Tuesday night feel luxurious. So do you see the difference there? Same candle, very different copy, right? Because at the end of the day, your ideal client and customer, they're not buying a product or just a service. All right. She wants to buy an experience that matches the level of calm, control, and confidence that she's trying to create in her life. So if you went to a website and has a sales page for this certain candle, yes, you're going to want to know that information, the before information. That's what you're getting. But I'm going to say that it's not going to sell as well if you don't have that other little blurb that I just said that says the outcomes and the transformations of what's going to happen when you get this candle. So how do you know if your copy is doing what it should? Well, I have something so special for you guys that I put together for this season, and it is called the Yes Vault. So I'm excited to share this amazing resource that I put together for you. The Yes Vault is my exclusive resource hub that is built to help female entrepreneurs and business owners just like you see where your copy is falling short and understand what high converting messaging actually looks and sounds like, so you can confidently upgrade your words, attract the right buyers, and finally get the yeses your offer deserves. So here you have the podcast. You can hear me talk about this stuff, but in the Yes Vault, you can actually see the copy. So inside the vault, what you get is 3 quick hit videos. Video 1 is called What Outdated Copy Sounds Like and What to Say Instead. You'll get video 2 named The 4 Sales Page Elements You Can't Afford to Get Wrong. And the third video is Go From Good to Irresistible, What Makes Premium Clients Say Yes. Plus, you're going to get bonus tools, checklists, copy examples that you can model and use. I'm also going to go in there after every episode and I'm going to add notes. So if you're listening to this in the car right now and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have taken notes while I was listening to this, don't worry, I have you covered. Those will be in the Yes Vault. And the best part is the Yes Vault is just $14 that you pay once. It's literally less than what you'd spend on lunch these days, and it's packed with clarity, driving resources, real copy examples, and the insight you need to see what's working and what's not. Just so you know, this isn't a how-to course. You don't need more how. What I want to give you is clarity. I want to give you strategy, and I want to nudge you toward the decision that you already know you need to make, so you can clearly see whether your copy connects or it confuses. Because let's be honest, if you're scaling your business, you've already outsourced other parts of your business. Your messaging is just too important to keep winging. So I want you to go to www.whitehousesm.com/the Yes Vault to unlock the vault. You'll also find the link in the show notes. Here's your challenge this week. As you know, I love to end each one of these episodes with an action step for you, a challenge. So I want you to open one of your sales pages or your landing pages or even your services page on your website and ask, is this focused on what I deliver or what they desire? And if you're not sure how to tell the difference, we are going to talk more about that in episode 3, where I'm going to break down the real difference between a sales page and a landing page and how to know which one you need right now. But for now, just ask yourself, is my copy making people feel something, or is it just listing stuff? All right, let's do a recap before we end here. If people aren't saying yes, your copy, not your offer, is likely the issue. People need to see themselves in the transformation, and they need to see it fast. Remember, within 10 seconds of landing on your page. And the Yes Vault will give you a clear lens on what's missing and what to do next. Thank you so much for joining me today. This season is packed with insights like this. And in the next episode, we're diving into the 3 big beliefs that are sabotaging your sales page. And yes, you've probably believed at least one of them. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of 7-Figure Copy. If you've enjoyed the show, don't forget to leave a 5-star review on your favorite platform and follow me on Instagram for more insights. Can you think of one female entrepreneur or small business owner right now who could benefit from listening to this podcast? Please share this episode with them. And if you're ready to hand off the copy for your website, emails, and sales pages, head over to www.whitehousesm.com to book a complimentary copy chat with me. Let's partner together to take your business to the next level.